Oh my, is it like some transmissible virus from the otter to the jaguar? And then scientists would develop vaccines, the government would try to... It's nothing like that. Oh. So, did you watch another movie when our owner took me to the picnic? Yes, I did. Imagine this. A vibrant metropolis bustling with clothed mammals. What would you name a city like that? Mammalopolis? Good one. But the movie goes with Zootopia. Zootopia? Do these animals live in a zoo? Nope, it's a city. Are they kept in cages? Nope, they roam freely. Then why the name Zootopia? Maybe the filmmakers also considered Paradise City and Jurassic Park, and a few coin flips settled it. Oh, they decided on the movie title very carefully. So what's the film about? There's this bunny, Judy Hopps. Oh, a bunny named Hopps? So creative. This bunny Hopps aspires to be a cop and trains her tail off. She graduates as the valedictorian at her police academy. A classic underdog story. Or should I say underbunny? Sure if you want. On her first day as a police officer, she's put on parking duty by her chief, while her bigger mammal colleagues are given important missions of finding missing animals. Is it a little speciesist? She might actually be right for the job. All parking meters turn out to be quite short. It'd be tough for a larger cop to handle such assignment. Then who was on parking duty before the bunny? Maybe the smallest species among them, I don't know. Works for me. What happens on her debut day? She's bamboozled by a duo of con artists. I didn't know one could make big money from parking scams. It has nothing to do with parking. The sly duo cheat to get a free popsicle and sell it for big profits. I didn't know one could make big money from selling just one popsicle. Well, first they get this huge popsicle made for big animals like elephants. Then they melt it, refreeze the liquid into many smaller popsicles, and sell them to little rodents. What does the bunny cop have to do with the trickster's popsicle business if her job is to ticket cars? She ditches her parking duty temporarily. How is she tricked by the Frosters? She pays for the popsicle for them. Alright, hope she learns a lesson not to leave her duty in the first place. Actually, no. On the next day, she abandons her post again to catch a robber called Weaselton. Let me guess. Is this Weaselton a weasel? It'd be funny if Mr. Weaselton is a donkey, wouldn't it? Creativity in character names at its finest. Later, a Mrs. Otterton comes to the ZPD, the Zootopia Police Department. Is she? Yes, she's an otter. And she wants a detective to find her missing husband, Mr. Otterton. The bunny cop volunteers. And the assistant mayor, a sheep, a female sheep. Oh, are we referencing doe, a deer? She hears their conversation and praises the bunny for taking on this wild goose chase, or wild otter chase. Do you remember the chief of the ZPD who denied the bunny a missing animal case? Oh yeah, I remember the chief of the ZPD. He denied the bunny a missing animal case. He reluctantly agrees this time, but slaps a 48-hour countdown on the bunny's tail. He slaps what on her what? Don't take it literally. The bunny will be forced to resign if she doesn't crack the case by the deadline. Is there such a protocol for dismissal at their police department? Or can a chief make whatever arbitrary decisions they want? This movie is supposed to mirror human society. What do you expect from a human boss who has so much ego? Yeah, his name should be Ego. Actually, his name is Bogo and he's an African buffalo. Oh, then I guess Bogo stands for Buffalo Officer, Grumpy Overseer. Or Bossy Organizer, Grouchy Operator. Oh, Battlewing Ox, Grumbling Overwhelmer. Let's move on, shall we? Big ol' grunting. The bunny cop finds out one of the con artists, a fox named Nick Wilde, may be the last to see the missing Mr. Otterton. So she asks the fox to assist her. How does she manage to convince this cheater to cooperate? By secretly recording his confession to tax evasion and then threatening him. Now I want to be a police dog. It seems like a police officer can do anything they want. I don't think this is the intended message, but let's roll with it. The bunny fox duo track Mr. Otterton's belongings to a limo owned by Mr. Big, a tiny Arctic shrew who runs the city's underworld. Then they are taken to meet the crime lord, a righteous cop in the Godfather's territory. I hope the bunny cop learned how to talk to a crime boss at her police academy. Mr. Big almost wants to kill them because the bunny cop never learned how to talk to a crime boss at her police academy. Yeah, schools never teach practical skills, but everything turns out okay. Eventually, the bunny becomes the Godfather's daughter's godmother. What? Oh, my bad. I meant the Godfather's daughter's baby's godmother. Again, what? Then Mr. Big reveals that Mr. Otterton, his florist, went savage and attacked his chauffeur, a black jaguar. The bunny fox duo visit the jaguar driver, but later he goes savage too and starts chasing the duo. Oh my, is it like some transmissible virus from the otter to the jaguar? And then scientists would develop vaccines, the government would try to... It's nothing like that. Oh, the bunny cuffs the jaguar to a bridge and calls the ZPD for help. But when the backup cops arrive, the jaguar vanishes. So the arrival of the ZPD backup made the jaguar disappear? If they didn't show up, would the jaguar still be there? What? Never mind. The bunny fox partners head to the city hall. The sheep assistant mayor offers them access to the city's traffic cameras, and they discover the real culprit, some timberwolves who abducted the jaguar. Sure, always blaming my canine buddies. The pair end up locating the jaguar in a hidden asylum. Surprisingly, the otter and all the other missing animals are locked up there too. What? Do you know what they have in common? They've all gone savage? They've all gone savage! And you know what else they share in common? They've all gone savage? They're all predators! Oh, they're all predators! Later, the mayor, Bellwether, who is a lion, shows up in the asylum with a honey badger scientist. They hired a honey badger as a scientist? Honey badgers don't give a... The scientist speculates that these predators have gone savage, possibly because of their biology as predators. Oh, I like the age-old blame it on biology excuse. I use the same trick to get away with chewing up our owner's slippers every time. Our owner has already gotten you so many chew toys. Why do you still prefer to chew his slippers? For the flavor of them? So the lion mayor wants to keep it a secret in order to preserve his public image as a mayor, because a lion is a predator too. A typical politician move. The bunny calls for backup. Oh no, don't call for backup. The suspect will vanish again. This time, the lion mayor gets arrested. The sheep becomes the new mayor. During a press conference, the bunny accidentally implies that predators are biologically bound to go savage, triggering a citywide discrimination against predators. Just because the bunny found all the missing animals, these citizens will believe everything she says? She's a good cop, but she's not a scientist. This movie reflects the human world. What do you expect from the human general public? Ironically, they are supposed to be the most intelligent creatures on this planet. So I guess the bunny will try to fix the problem she caused by accident? No, she feels guilty, resigns, and goes back home. What? What does she really want to do? She feels guilty and she wants to resign and go back home. Oh, but one day she discovers there's a kind of toxic flowers that can make animals go savage, and she suspects someone targets predators purposely. Whoa. How does she just find out about the effects of these flowers and figure out this whole scheme? By being the main character of the movie? Okay, sounds fair to me. The bunny and the fox find Mr. Weaselton. With the help of Mr. Big, the weasel spills the beans. Do you still remember Mr. Big? He's the crime boss who almost wanted to kill the bunny. Oh yeah, remember he's the crime boss who almost wanted to kill the bunny. I guess the bunny knows how to talk to a crime lord now? You can only pick up those skills in real life. Schools are useless. Do you remember Weaselton though? The bunny caught him before. Oh yeah, I remember that weasel I remembered. It turns out he stole those toxic plants and sold them to a ram. A ram? A sheep? A male sheep? Yes, a ram is a sheep, a male sheep. By the way, how does the crime boss help the cop interrogate the weasel? The cop asks the crime boss to threaten to kill the weasel. So I assume this is a normal procedure in the human world too? Let's continue. The two friends locate the ram in the secret lab in the city subway. They witness how these flowers are turned into serum to be shot at predators with a dart pistol. Oh, so evil. Like a cat knocking things off tables just for fun. I mean, like a dog chewing up their owner's slippers on purpose and then giving those please forgive me eyes. After a bunch of fast and furious encounters with a ram squad, the duo successfully obtain the serum as evidence. On their way to the ZPD, guess who they bump into? Is it the sheep mayor? It's the sheep mayor. How do you know that? I don't believe those subway rams are just randomly there. They and the sheep mayor must be in cahoots, saving each other's fluffy butts. There you go. The sheep mayor is the villain. Oh, so evil. Like a cat? No, never mind. Maybe she's a wolf in sheep's clothing. You're gonna tell me she's a wolf, right? Actually, she's just a sheep in mayor's clothing. Oh, the sheep mayor wants to shoot the fox with a serum to turn him savage and have him take out the bunny. Oh, so evil. Like a... Keep going. But the fox switched the serum with blueberries, which are the same color as the serum, so no one gets killed. When did the fox switch the serum? Sometime earlier off screen. Don't worry about it. The bunny secretly records the sheep mayor's monologue of her sinister plan. Why do villains always have to spill the beans on their evil plans to heroes? So they get more screen time in front of the audience. Although plot twists usually come next and mess up their schemes. The ZPD cops show up and arrest the sheep and her rams. Who called the ZPD? Probably the bunny. Again, it happened off screen. Just imagine it. You can do it. Later, all savage predators are killed. What? Sorry, cured. As in, they are healed, not their meat is preserved. Life in Zootopia is back to normal without discrimination. The fox becomes the ZPD officer too, teaming up with the bunny. That's the end. Wow, what a possum under bunny under fox tail. There's a theme song by Shakira. She's also the voice of a pop star in the movie. Oh, excelente! If it's Shakira, I will be humming that tune in my dreams for ages. What's her animal character? She's a gazelle. I don't have a good feeling about this, but what's her name? Gazelle. Fantastic. So are you gonna watch the movie? Well, you know, normally I don't watch a lot of movies. I have a short lifespan. Watching a 2-hour movie for me is like 12 hours for a human. That's why I'd rather ask you to tell me the plot. I also have a short lifespan like you. Yeah, but you have 9 lives.